Hello there, just want to do a video about my weed eater powered bicycle that I've got here. It's a 20-inch style BMX bike that a neighbor gave me. I believe you can get these down at Walmart for $60 to $100. They're not terribly expensive. On the handlebars there, just kind of retain the original configuration with the exception of this handbrake right here that came off my daughter's Disney Princess bike that she had. I retained the housing for the cable here, but took out the wire and utilized a picture hanging wire, like a stainless steel wire. And right here, normally on the cables, they have like a lead round drum. This is a remote control rod linkage end, I think is what the term, what it's called. From there, it runs down, and I've got a couple of zip ties right here. And from there, that's where her cable originally terminated. So then I've got the rest of the wire running down through here. You can see it running. So I get back here to the carb, which is right there. Now to hook it up, you get a better look here at the linkage. That little linkage, control linkage is right there. It's basically just a drum with a hole through it and a set screw on top of it. It goes through the linkage on the carburetor, so when I squeeze, you can see it works. Comes back, does well. I made a little velocity stack there for the carb, but it didn't seem to do much as far as the performance. Alright, so enough for that. Alright, so here we've got the gosh, I hope this shows up. Let me get it in the sun. Okay, so here we've got the engine, and you just basically strip your engine down, take all the plastics off of it and that kind of deal. And what I think, if I remember correctly, I had to do a little bit of grinding down here on the bottom of this flywheel. I took off the two little wings right here. There's one on this side and one on the other. Right there, you can see them there and there. Those are the things that kind of grab the pull starter mechanism and engage it so you can start your motor. But at any rate, my drive drum, I know everybody tends to use the stunt pegs, and I guess they work well, but I was having a little difficulty with torque and getting it going well and that kind of deal. So what this is that's a, I believe it's a 17 millimeter 3/4 inch drive socket that I bought a set of impact sockets from Harbor Freight, and the benefit of having the whole set of sockets, I think they were about 15 to 20 bucks, is you can change your gear ratios real easily, and you can toy around with your motor and see what kind of performance you can get. But the 17, I believe it's a 17, works really well. How I secured it to the motor was I just have right in through there just a bolt that has like an Allen head on it. So I don't know if you call them, it's not a set screw, but a Allen head style bolt, because a normal style bolt would not go down in there. It was, obviously it would hit the sides and I couldn't tighten it, but with that Allen head style I was able to do that quite easily, tighten it up. Alright, to mounting on the bicycle here. This is just like a gas nipple, I think. It looks like a piece of conduit. It's threaded on both ends. It doesn't have to be threaded. You can use any kind of pipe. I did use a couple of band clamps just to tighten down that piece onto the bike frame. That's basically making a hinge. This is just basic rod. I think this is 3/8 inch rod that I got at Home Depot. I think it's $6 or $7 for a 3 or 4 foot section, something like that. And then my mounting piece here, this is just a piece of angle iron. The most difficult thing for most people might be the welding, and I did not do a fantastic job welding it, but hey, it holds. It's not pretty. I just have a stick welder. I don't have anything fancy. So I welded that on there. I did try to make one out of just flat stock, and just have it held on up here with a bolt coming through here, but it just torqued and flexed, and it was really frustrating. It wouldn't maintain a good even drive on the wheel. So I went back to the drawing board and used this design. On the other side here, just to hold it on, drilled a hole through that and put a washer and just a cotter pin or a clevis pin there, just to hold everything together and still allows it to move up and down. And then to keep traction on the wheel, I've got just a turnbuckle. I saw some other people doing that, and out of my little flat stock, I made a little bracket down here at the bottom, right here, to kind of kick it away from the frame a little bit, and that's it. I would advise, though, that on this turnbuckle here, that you retain the nut there, so that when you drive it down onto here, you tighten the nut up. If not, vibration's a huge problem, and it will loosen its grip, and then you won't be able to. You lose your forward momentum. This thing, as you can see, I mean, it really hasn't worn the tire that much. I've got 50 miles on the bike, roughly. I took it out to an area and rode it yesterday just to check the gas mileage, and here, I'll scroll through the stats on that. I don't know if you can read them or not, but 8.01 miles, 23.8 top speed, average was 14.8, and it took me 32 minutes. Okay, so gas mileage wise, it's about 128 miles per gallon. It seemed to average about an ounce per mile. Does not work at all in the wet, obviously, because it's a friction drive. It is not a motorcycle. It will not get you up huge hills easily. It's kind of a pedal assist on big hills. It'll cruise all day long at 15 to 17 miles per hour with me. I'm about 155 pounds, so it does well with me on it. That's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them there. Oh yeah, when you're building, please make sure that you note the direction of the rotation of your motor before you install it. Seems like everybody has theirs hanging off the left side of the bike. However, you need to double check yours. It might be metric. Just kidding. I don't know if other ones operate with a different drive or not. I'm not sure, but just basically, as the engine turns over, it comes in contact with the rim here or the tire and creates forward thrust. Basically, is what you're doing, or drive, whatever the proper term is. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.